So what is the cheapest way to start dropshipping online? And is it possible to get started for just $1? I'll give you the full breakdown in this video. What's up everyone, Paul here from dropshippingtitans.com, where I teach regular people just like you how to start your first successful dropshipping business. Now, dropshipping is a very simple business model that a lot of beginners are drawn to because it is so simple and cheaper to get started than most businesses. In fact, the traditional brick and mortar retail business costs anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 to start. So if you can start an online business where the cost to get started is much lower, it is going to put you at a huge advantage. You're going to have a lot less time and money that you have to put into it in order to even break even and then start making a profit. So the name of the game here is really, how can we get started for as little as possible so that we can be profitable as quickly as we can? Now, of course, most people have heard of Shopify dropshipping. So what I want to do in this video is break down exactly how much money it costs to start Shopify dropshipping. And I want to compare it to a relatively new way to start dropshipping online that I believe costs much less. But let's actually look at the numbers and find out together. Now, if you're not familiar with Shopify, Shopify is a website that you can sign up for that allows you to create your own website. So for instance, this is someone's Shopify store. So they signed up for a Shopify account, they created their own website, and now they sell these cat products right here. So anyone who purchases this, it goes directly to them. They're not selling on like Amazon or eBay here. Now, primarily, people who create these Shopify stores, they usually get these products shipped to the customers from China. That's either through websites like AliExpress, or they might use Oberlo to help them do that. So the customer orders the item right here on the cat website, and then after that, the owner of this website orders the item from AliExpress or Oberlo, and they ship the item from China over to the customer. That is the way that Shopify works. Now, this is different than selling on a marketplace. When you sell on a marketplace like Amazon or eBay, you don't have to create your own website. Instead, you sell on a place where customers already exist, a website that already exists. And in this case, what I want to compare Shopify to is selling on Facebook Marketplace. Now, this is Facebook Marketplace right here. It is a place where you can sell used stuff, but also new stuff as well. So we're going to break down exactly how much money it costs for Facebook Marketplace and compare it to Shopify. All right, so Shopify is not a free website to use. Now, it does come with a free trial, but after that, you're gonna run about $29 a month just to start using Shopify. And again, this is the back system, right? This is what will allow you to create your website. They do make it easy for you to create a website, a lot easier than if you were starting from scratch, having to do all the coding yourself. So you definitely do have to pay for this. Now, after you sign up for a Shopify store, there's still a lot you have to do to actually set up your website. And one of the first things you have to do is pick a domain name. So for instance, this store is meowingtons.com, but yours will not have a professional domain name until you buy one. So if you look on a website like GoDaddy.com, which you can use to buy domains, you could see I search for best store ever, which is the best domain ever. And you can see that you can buy this for about $12 to $15 for the first year. So let's figure $14 for the first year. After that, you then have to actually start making your website, start making it look nice. And the way you do that is with Shopify themes. Themes are basically what your store is going to look like. So if you picked this theme, your store will kind of have a layout that looks like this, or you can choose this one and your theme, your website will kind of look like this. Now, there are certainly some free ones, although they are very limited in their use and they are very generic. So you can go with a free one, definitely, or you could upgrade one for $180, $160 in order to buy it. But let's say you're going for as cheap as possible, so we're gonna make that one free. The next thing you absolutely need for your Shopify store in order to make it look professional so that people feel comfortable purchasing items from you is a logo. So here on this website, you can see right here in the favicon, you see that is their logo right there. Let's see if here's the logo right here as well. So you need some sort of logo like that. Now, you could make a logo on your own, but what most people do is they end up just buying it from someone on Fiverr. And that will cost you, although the price really varies a lot, it will cost you about $25 for a decent looking logo. All right, so you've just finished setting up your Shopify store. We haven't added any products yet, but still we are already at $68 just to get things set up. Now let's compare that to Facebook Marketplace dropshipping and the cost to get started with that. When you sign up for Facebook Marketplace, you actually don't need to sign up. As long as you have a Facebook account, you have access to Facebook Marketplace. So there's no additional cost to pay in order to start using Facebook Marketplace. And as you know, Facebook is already free. So the cost to sign up for Facebook Marketplace, $0. Now, do you need a domain name like you do with Shopify? No, absolutely not. You just list your products up for sale here on Facebook Marketplace, no domain name needed. Do you need a theme? No, you don't need a theme because all the listings look the same. There are no themes for Facebook Marketplace. So themes, not existing either. Do you need a logo? No, you don't need a logo as well because you're going to be selling under your personal account here on Facebook Marketplace. Like, check this out. Here's someone selling this. You're just selling under their name. That's their personal photo right there. And so no, you don't need a logo here either. So far, the cost to get started with Facebook Marketplace is $0 compared to the $68 for Shopify. We haven't added any products into either of these yet. So let's start looking at how products get into these stores and how much that costs. All right, so like I mentioned before, when you start selling on Shopify, one really popular way to do it is by using something called Oberlo. What Oberlo will do is it will automatically import items into your Shopify store, and then will help you with the fulfillment process as well. So most dropshippers, I think, are using Oberlo or something similar to Oberlo. And the cost of this, again, there is a free version, but really the version that you want that really makes sense to use is the one that's $29.90 per month. So you will be paying that just to run your Shopify store with Oberlo attached to it. Now, one thing that Oberlo really recommends that you do is after you do your extensive product research and market testing for your item, is that you also order a test order. So you get the item shipped to you so you can check it out and check on the quality of that item. And that, they say you should budget about $75 to do that. So if we take the running total, which was $68, we add in the $75 for the sample and the $29.90 for the Oberlo account, we're looking at already $172.90 unless you pay for a premium theme, in which case that pretty much doubles. Now, looking at Facebook Marketplace dropshipping, when we put items into our Facebook Marketplace account, we are actually going to be getting them from websites like Amazon or Walmart.com, not from AliExpress or Oberlo. But we still need a way to get the products from Amazon or Walmart and get them into Facebook Marketplace. Now, you can definitely copy and paste to do that. That is a free way to do it. Or I've developed a Chrome extension that will do it for you in just one click, and that runs about $13 a month for that. And once the item is in your store, you then want a way so that if the price changes or the stock level changes, you'll get an alert about it so that you can change that price on Facebook Marketplace. I mean, think about this. You take an item from Amazon and you list it up for sale on Facebook Marketplace. You literally copy the photos, the description, the title, just paste it into a new listing here on Facebook Marketplace. Now that item is live on Facebook Marketplace. But what if it goes out of stock on Amazon? What if the price changes on Amazon? What will happen is that this app right here, AutoDS, will send you a message letting you know that's happening so that you can jump on Facebook Marketplace and make those changes. So this software I really think is necessary. Now, it does come with a $1 trial, and after that, it's just $27 a month for that. So that is the first fixed cost for Facebook Marketplace dropshipping, and an optional one is my Chrome extension. While I would love for you to use it, it is optional, and that is $13 a month for that. So that means so far with Shopify, it's going to cost you about $173 a month, where with Facebook Marketplace dropshipping, it's going to cost you maybe $40 a month, or even less if you don't want to use my Chrome extension. And if you get the $1 trial, you're only starting for just $1. Now, the next thing we have to talk about is one of the most important things for you to consider before starting a dropshipping business, and that is smashing the like button underneath this video. And the next thing we're going to talk about is one of the most important things that you have to consider before starting a Shopify business, and that is marketing. You see, when you have a website like a Shopify one, like this cat website, no one knows this website exists. No one's visiting this website, and certainly no one's buying anything from it until they actually find the website. And it's your responsibility to get people to visit this website. And the way you do that is by paying for advertising. Ads on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Google search results. All of that is something you have to do, and that costs time and money because those ads are not cheap. In fact, they say, Oberlo, for instance, that you should budget $1,000 for your first few months just to figure out how ads work and just to start to get profitable. If you're investing hundreds of dollars in ads and it's not working, you're not doing it right, then those are hundreds of dollars that you've now lost. So we're going to add in $1,000 into the budget for Shopify dropshipping just so that you can figure out how advertising works, and then hopefully by the end of that, you are profitable. Now compare that with selling on a marketplace like you do with Facebook Marketplace. Because when you do that, you don't pay for advertising at all. We are selling on an existing website that already has a ton of customers on it. In fact, Facebook's one of the biggest websites, one of the most popular, one of the most visited websites in the world. People are using it every single day from their computer, from their laptops, from their phone. And they're all on it all the time. And they can quickly access Facebook Marketplace just by clicking right here. So we don't have to pay to get people to visit this website. They're already here. They're already purchasing items. All we have to do is list those items up for sale and capture some of those sales. So the cost of marketing and advertising for Facebook Marketplace is $0 compared to the $1,000 for Shopify. So before we continue with some of the more optional costs, I want to let you guys know that I'm hosting a free video series all about Facebook Marketplace dropshipping. And that series, I'll have it linked up in the description of this video for you guys to check out. I'll tell you more about it later. Now, when you're selling on Shopify, there are some additional costs that are technically optional, although a lot of the more experienced sellers have told me that they really recommend it. So one of the ones we talked about already were these more premium themes, which are going to run you about $180. Another one is if you need help setting up your Shopify store, which a lot of people do when they start out. You could pay for services to help you with that. And some of those services are $150. Some of them are $800, $500. So on average, let's say $200 for that if you want that option. Other things are these different apps that you can attach to your Shopify store. So here's an app that will allow you to do an upsell, which people say that you absolutely need because you'll be throwing away money if you're not doing it. And this one costs you $19 a month for this app. There's also ones to get discounted pricing. If you ever want to give discounts on your pricing or bulk discounts, people say this is absolutely necessary as well. And it will run you $20 a month or $19.99 a month for Shopify, add it to Shopify. And another one is an exit intent app, which really helps you make more sales with Shopify dropshipping. And others would consider it really essential, and that's running you $14.92 a month. And finally, we have email marketing, which is an absolute must when you're running your own business, especially one on Shopify, and that's gonna run you at least $20 a month for that. So as you see, this really begins to add up. We're looking at $1,600 in costs to run a Shopify store. Now, of course, a lot of those things are optional. You could do it for less than that, but compared to the about $40 a month to run a Facebook Marketplace dropshipping store, you can see something like Facebook Marketplace is much cheaper to start, which means that in order to become profitable, it requires less sales and you'll be able to become profitable much faster. So like I mentioned before, I'm having a free video series all about Facebook Marketplace dropshipping. We're going to go into exactly how it works, why it works, and how it's changing people's lives. You can see the exact blueprint that people are following in order to sell these products on Facebook Marketplace for massive success. So that video series will be linked up down below. All the information you need to know about when it is and how you can sign up for it and watch the entire series. I'll have it linked up in the description of this video. So go ahead and click that link, sign up for it, check out those videos. I think you're absolutely gonna love them.